forecast for Bitcoin as printed. And if you look at the 7-day time frame, you'll notice that the asset is, well, obviously the 3012 RMLR, where it did complete the mean reversion to last week. And this week, the power mean, the 30 power mean smoothing length time, continues to rise. It is around 51 or so K, 53K, I think. This week, 53.5 maybe, whatever the exact number is. It is continuing to rise. So there is still a probability that the asset will mean revert to that power mean before making its next move. That said, it is certainly possible that the asset begins to rise again this week. Obviously, last week there was a nice move to the upside, overall around 8% or so. And if you look at why that is, it's because the returns increase, right? Price action just follows the returns. The price action follows the returns because the returns are the thing that mean revert. Well, the asset certainly mean reverted nicely on the 7-day. It has not yet on the weekly completed the mean reversion to that 3012. However, it never touched that third band to the upside on the 3012 RMLR in March when the price was running hot, following the returns up to record highs, and hit that third band to the upside on the 7-day 3012 RMLR. And you may be asking, wait, isn't the 7-day the same as the weekly? The answer is no. It's different data. And, even if they start and stop at the same time, it's not quite the same. Anyway, so the probabilities are looking pretty good right now for some nice moves up or down. And that indicates that there's going to be a good week for scalping low time frame volatility. Why do I say that? If you know that there's a high probability that we'll move up or down on the higher time frames, well, the answer is there are more occurrences of opportunity on lower time frames, which is why if you're an intraday trader or scalper, then you know that being in low time frames gives you more occurrences of opportunity. Why? Well, because volatility on any time frame is expanding and contracting, as is the correlation to the price action. Put those two things together, it tells you where exactly that is going, right? It tells you the tendency of the probability of the price action, right? The tendency of the likely move up or down. How is that possible? Well, because that's how historical volatility and correlation work. They're a great predictor for current and future price action, just as is entropy and its correlation. Entropy and EPP, or entropy and Shannon entropy percentage. Either one of those combinations gives you very strong tendencies of the PA, just as volatility and correlation does. So if you look at the lower time frames, you can see plenty of opportunities occurring for you to scalp. But overall, in the bigger picture, frankly, the asset is looking good for people who want too long. But of course, 7 days is a very high time frame, not one that I trade. Okay. That's just to give you a bigger picture of what's happening on Bitcoin or any other asset, by the way. But the Bitcoin asset specifically is looking pretty healthy at the moment. And you might say, well, there's the tendency of people getting excited about trading in the first quarter of the year or even the first third. And then by May, people sell and go away until September. That isn't always the case. Right? What matters if you're investing is holding long term, which is different from trading. If you're trading, there is always an occurrence of opportunity. Doesn't matter if you're trading the 1 minute, the 3 minute, the 5 minute, the 6 minute, the 9 minute, 10 minute, 15 minute, whatever, the half hour. right? 1 hour, doesn't matter. There's always more occurrences of opportunity than you can shake a stick at, especially when you're trading a volatile asset like Bitcoin. Now you might say, well, the returns aren't so great, during the summer months or whatever, May to September or May through August. But the truth is, even when it goes sideways for a long time, there's still plenty of action available on lower time frames. And as long as you're not greedy and you take profits early and often, you limit your loss, you're not emotionally attached to your trades, you can certainly make bank even when it's going sideways. All right, that's it. Happy trading.